7 Slow Sporty Cars. We all value good design that is appealing, motivating, or just plain cool. Vehicles are a good example of this. A bold, stylish design is often attempted by manufacturers, yet inspiration often wanes somewhere between concept and production. Other times, the car's fashionable exterior makes it to the street, but the interior is unmemorable. Although these cars have a nice appearance, they won't amaze you. Here are 8 of the newest, slow-looking fast automobiles. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cars Insider. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on the car world and technologies related to automobiles. With that being said, let's get started. If the exotic sports vehicles built over the previous century have taught us anything, it's that superb performance goes hand in hand with a slick, sporty appearance. It's the reason why designers of sports cars are currently striving extra hard to outdo rival companies and give their vehicles the sexiest exteriors that exude expertise and power. So on what basis these are slow cars, and how you can be able to manage with the other cars? All things considered, exotic appearing, mid-engine vehicles aren't necessarily fast, as several instances over the years have shown. Except for mid-mounted minivans like the Toyota Previa, mid-engine designs did provide better handling, but the cars suffered from slow acceleration because there was little power to support them. In this list, we examine some ostensibly fast sports cars that were infamously underwhelming in terms of performance, and rank them based on their distasteful 0 to 60 miles per hour timings. Number 1. Smart Roadster. In 2003, Smart GmbH unveiled the Smart Roadster W452, a 2-door, 2-seater sports car known as an S-segment in Europe. The Roadster and Roadster Coupe sold well overall, and 43,091 Roadsters were produced until manufacture ceased in November 2005. The Mercedes-Benz Museum presently houses the last one made. In 2003, the Smart Roadster and Roadster Coupe were unveiled. They were built on a four-wheel platform that had been stretched to a full 3,427 mm. The two variations are intended to evoke classic British roadsters like the Triumph Spitfire or the MGB. An electrical soft top or a detachable Targa roof are options for the Roadster and Roadster Coupe. The rear turbocharged 698cc 3-cylinder Suprex engine, designed by Mercedes-Benz, generates 45 or 60 kW, 61 or 82 PS in the Roadster. It is a convertible smart car whose front end has been extended by a few feet, and it is ineligible to operate on American roads due to emission equipment regulations. Its 700cc turbocharged inline-3 engine produces 60 or 80 horsepower, which is astonishing for such a small engine. It is slower than even a shifter cart at 1,851 pounds curb weight. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz Claw. Since 2013, Mercedes-Benz has been producing a line of luxurious, small executive cars under the CLA class name. The first version was a 4-door sedan that was marketed as a 4-door coupe and was built on the same basis as the W176A class and W246B class compact automobiles. Mercedes-Benz added the shooting brake, a station wagon design, to the CLA family in 2015. The second generation became longer and wider than the W205C class as the V177A class sedan, replaced it as the sedan for those on a tighter budget. Mercedes' first Benz's front-wheel drive model available in the North American market is the CLA. In the Mercedes model lineup, the CLA range sits above the A-Class and is almost on par with the C-Class. Models tend to be less practical than the A-Class they are based on. The CLA was first made available for purchase in Europe in April 2013, and it was then released in the US in September 2013. Western Europe and the US are its two biggest markets. Mercedes-Benz referred to the CLA first year's global cumulative sales of 100,000 as our strongest launch in 20 years. The first generation was sold by Mercedes-Benz in around 750,000 units worldwide. Number 3. Mazda MX-5 Miata. The Mazda RX-8 is a modern example of the Wankel rotary engine being used in a manufacturing vehicle. In contrast to the 160 horsepower, normally aspirated RX-7, Mazda was able to extract an astounding 232 horsepower from this version's 1.3 liters. The MX-5, built at Mazda's Hiroshima plant, made its public debut in 1989 at the Chicago Auto Show. It was designed and built with a laser-like focus on Jinba Idai, which translates to oneness of horse and rider. The MX-5 has frequently been referred to as the technologically advanced, dynamically balanced, compact, light, technologically modern, and minimally complex spiritual successor to 1950s and 1960s Italian and British roadster sports cars. A design standard was the Lotus Elan. It is renowned for being light, incredibly balanced through turns, and simple to drift. Unfortunately, it was not universally praised, maybe as a result of its lackluster acceleration and insatiable thirst for oil and fuel. Number 4. DeLorean DMC-12. Between 1981 and 1983, John DeLorean's DeLorean Motor Company, DMC, produced and sold the DMC DeLorean, a rear-engine, two-passenger sports car for the American market. This was the company's only vehicle. Sometimes the DeLorean is referred to by the internal DMC pre-production number DMC-12. However, the production model sales and marketing brochures never refer to the product as the DMC-12. The sports car, created by Giorgetto Giugiaro, was known for its gull-wing doors and brushed stainless steel outer body panels, but it was also criticized for having poor performance that was out of proportion to its price and good aesthetics. Although its manufacturing was brief, it gained popularity after a DeLorean served as the time machine in the Back to the Future movies. Shortly after DMC filed for bankruptcy, and after the total output reached roughly 9,000 units. Number 5. Merd Mustang King Cobra. Ford produced and sold the second-generation Ford Mustang, also known as the Ford Mustang Vroom II, from 1973 to 1978. It has 2 or 3 doors, 4 seats, a front engine, and a rear-wheel drive. The Mustang Vroom II was first unveiled in September 1973 for the model year 1974, roughly coinciding with the 1973 oil embargo and accompanying fuel shortages. The second-generation Mustang, derived from the subcompact Pinto platform, used a special unibody with an isolated front suspension and engine mount subframe that the Pinto did not use while sharing a small number of chassis and driveline components. It was 490 pounds lighter and nearly 19 inches shorter than the 1973 Mustang. By employing a rack and pinion system, the steering was enhanced over the previous version. The Mustang Vroom II was named Motor Trend's 1974 Car of the Year and sold more than 1.1 million units in its 4 years of production. However, some enthusiasts believe it abandoned important elements of the Mustang heritage, and in a retrospective 40 years after its introduction, it is said to have embodied the Mustang spirit. Number 6. Ferrari Mondial. The Ferrari Mondial, Type F108, a mid-engined V8 Grand Tourer produced and sold by Ferrari between 1980 and 1993, features Pininfarina styling and Carrozzeria Scaglietti bodywork. The Mondial is available as a 2+2 coupe or cabriolet and has a little higher roofline, larger interior, and more weight to occasionally sit small persons or children in the back. The Mondial, which replaced the Ferrari 308/208 GT4 coupe, is still the only 2+2 V8 Ferrari. The name Mondial, which is French for global, represented the company's widespread compliance with the safety and pollution rules of 1980, as well as its notable victories in motor racing. Number 7. DC Avanti. The first ill-defined supercar to originate from India was the DC Avanti. Its 250 horsepower and 2.0-liter Renault Sport turbocharged 4-cylinder accelerated to 60 mph in 7.5 seconds, albeit that may be a result of its record-breaking 3,443-pound curb weight. The vehicle was sadly only produced for a short period of time. In 2020, the business made headlines when Dilip Ch. Habria, the creator of DC, was detained by Mumbai police for orchestrating a scheme in which he sold his automobiles to his own firm and obtained many loans on each vehicle before reselling them to third parties. So what are your views on this, and how to choose the best car for you? Will you still go for the looks of a car? Well, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content from us. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.